Hi, is it from Zitster's Lab? Well, always allows life to surprise you. You know, we think about some days we get up and, this is just another day without any expectation. We have to expect life to surprise us. Well, this morning hubby wanted to go into town. Into the city actually. Oh, it's funny. I grew up on a farm, and we always said we are going into town. Or in Afrikaans, ons gaan dorp toe. We are going into town. So I am still going into town. So we went into town this morning, and just to get out a little bit. So once again we decided to do our rounds and visit some of our second-hand stores, charity shops. Oh my goodness, you know me, I love to recycle. So there is nothing better than browsing through a charity shop to find nice things. So once again, I did not come home empty-handed. Sometimes I do. I really don't go there specifically thinking that I gotta buy something, or I just go and just see. So today was a very funny day. When I walked into the first shop, it is a charity shops for animals, for dogs. I saw something that took me back immediately to my days growing up. As I said, I grew up on a farm, and we even had a tennis court, a ground court, like Roland Garros, you know. So I grew up playing tennis from the bit I can remember. Later in life, I also became a tennis coach. So tennis to me was my life when I was younger. So when I entered the charity shop, there were these two old vintage rackets. Do you remember these? I mean, I don't think I ever played with these ones. I mean, this is real wood. I did play with a wooden racket, but they were a little bit better. And I think this is still gut strings. So when this gets wet, it just pulls the whole racket skew. So this is why they had these clamps. Oh my gosh. And I've always wanted one of these. And when I entered the shop, there they were, next to nothing. I think £1 each. So I said, I'm going to buy one, and then hubby said, buy two. Two always look better. So I'm going to put it somewhere up on my wall, in my walls in my house. Just something, as I always say, what brings out the joy and the life in you? What makes you come alive, feel alive, realize that you are alive? Well, these rackets, really, do I need them? No, but oh well, I got them. Then as I was walking around, I found this beautiful jug. I mean, I immediately came home, put some of my Magrietjie bos, I don't know what you call these flowers in English, marigolds, I don't know, we call it Magrietjie bos. I immediately plucked some and came to and put it in my jug. This was $1. I mean, can you believe it? It's a real vintage jug, very old. And the awesome thing is, when we got home, I was making lunch, and I was making a tuna salad with some tuna in. And I remember, but I always, these days I buy cutlery and bowls and stuff that really makes me happy, that I love eating out of. And so I went and I looked for my one bowl to put my salad in, and guess what? Can you believe it? What I say is always expect life to surprise you. So they're from the same lot, or whatever you call it. Can you imagine this? And orange is my color, and flowers, and I'm just so blown away by the beauty of finding the jug that goes with my favorite bowl. Then I also found some paint. This is material paint. So for 10 Rand each, $1 for the 2 or whatever. So I thought, these are about 5 times more if I have to buy them in the shops. So, and then just another little thing, I found this braid. Isn't it gorgeous? Crocheted with cotton yarn. A beautiful braid that I can use on some of my creations. And whoops, that makes me remember. This is also one of my creations. Very, very, very easy pattern. I always do this so that you can see the pattern. It's one of those that you can take a large t-shirt or anything and you just cut it. Long sleeves, I made it long sleeves so that I love just doing this with it. The only thing different, this one is a little bit different than all my others that I showed you in previous videos. I cut some holes in there. Just on the seam, I just cut little pieces out. So I've got my shoulders showing. And then the neckline is very large. So I just added a piece of material on, and I just put this little thing through, and I just fasten it a little. The same at the bottom, I did exactly the same because it was just hanging too loosely. So I just decided to take it in. So it's still loose, but not just hanging. Oh, and then we went to another shop. No, this is still the first shop. I found this huge roll of white cotton material. I mean, this was $4. I mean, can you imagine? Look at my white shirt. What I can create with this. I can use it for lining anything. I mean, I could not leave it because when you go and buy in a material shop, 1 meter will be about this price. Let's say if 2 meters will be the same price as this whole roll. So, very happy. So, and then we went to the other shop. There hubby got some LPs again, and I found another canvas. So this was someone's painting, but the canvas is very, very solid and a very good canvas. And I bought this for 30 Rand. I'm just going to paint over this canvas. So for 30 Rand, $1.50, I got myself another canvas that I can use to paint on. To buy this in the shop, in an ordinary art shop or anywhere, will be about 250 Rand. I mean, this is really 5 times less. So this is what I call recycle. You can really recycle and experience so much joy. So yes, I do paint. Yes, I need canvases. But instead of going to an art shop to pay lots of money, I use somebody else's stuff that they threw out. And now I'm going to create my own masterpiece on this. So this was my finds. These were my finds today. Thank you that I can share my recycling journey with you and just tell you to expect life to surprise you. You know, just look for those small little things that brings you so much joy and savor them, nourish them. So hubby took me to a coffee shop. I mean, I'm driving. He cannot drive with his leg in the big boot. So I was driving and we went to this new coffee shop that I saw on Facebook. And it was this coffee shop in this beautiful garden. And as I was walking in the garden, the next minute I was in pain. My heart was just bursting with pain because all of a sudden I got this longing for my children and grandchildren in Thailand. It was really not an easy feeling, but previously I would have blocked it. I would have said, I'm not allowing you in. But I've learned, how do you deal with pain? I accept it. So I was walking there, feeling the pain, accepting the pain, realizing my heart is in pain because I miss the kids. At times, it just comes up. I'm okay for days and weeks, and then just something triggers it. Like the beautiful garden that we were walking in made me feel as like I'm in Thailand. But what did I do with the pain? I immediately, as I felt it, accepted, just surrender it into my loving Father, as I call the life within me. I just surrender it to Him. And I could just say, Father, take this and just fill me with your life and your peace and your joy in the midst of this. It's okay to miss my kids, but it's not okay to allow the longing to block and steal and stifle the abundant life in me. So what I did, as I say, I am learning. Yes, feel it, experience it, but then release it into your loving Father, who's unconditional love, who knows you, who are part of you, who created you. He knows that feeling. So surrender it to Him. So I did it. I cried a little bit, but me and hubby had this most awesome time, just having a piece of cake and drinking coffee and just savoring life, even in the midst of not being with my kids, in the midst of experiencing the pain of missing them. I could still surrender and found deep in me the peace and joy that I needed in order to savor and experience the abundance of life in that moment. So, is it from Zesters Lab, sharing my journey with you. Thank you for listening. Please like my videos, subscribe and share and whatever, if it means something to you. I do this because it means something to me. I cannot not do it. I just have this overwhelming desire to share the life that is in me with the life that is in you. It brings me so much joy. Have a fantastic day. and find those finds in your daily life that brings out the abundant life in you, that allows the life in you to start pouring out of you, to heal, deliver, and set you free, set others free. That's the only way that we can save ourselves and the world. Well, a mouthful. I love you lots.